Hi, my name is Mark McCormick. I'm the education specialist here at the Environmental Nature Center, and I have another animal ambassador friend for us to meet today, Pickles, the western toad. The first thing you notice when you look at Pickles is her colors. She's got some really interesting colors, different shades of greens and yellows and browns, and that's to help her blend in with where she lives. And we call that superpower camouflage, and it really helps her blend into habitats just like this one. Here at the ENC, you notice the creek in the background. She likes to live next to creeks and ponds and other sources of fresh water. You might also notice that she has bumps all over her skin. These bumps help to tell us that she is a toad. Although she kind of looks like a frog and she hops like a frog, she's a toad. And you can tell that because toads have bumpy skin, just like Pickles does right here. A frog will have nice and smooth skin, but toads have bumpy skin. You might also notice that her toes look a little bit different than ours. She has webbed feet. If you look at your hands and you spread out your hands, you can see you have webbing between your fingers. Those help you to swim a little bit. You can swim all right, but she has that webbing that helps her swim really, really well. If she hopped into this creek, she would be able to swim away pretty quickly, which is pretty handy because when she was born in the water. She, like Elliot, the tiger salamander, was born as almost like a tadpole. And so she swam around with fins and she breathed water through her gills. But as she grew up, she changed. And we call that change metamorphosis. Just like Elliot, the tiger salamander, she changed during her life cycle and grew legs and started to breathe through her lungs and spent most of her time on the surface, not in the water. But she does need a lot of moisture. She drinks water through her skin, which means that she needs to stay wet part of the time, all the time. She likes to be in environments with a lot of water nearby, and that helps her to survive. She needs to be wet. Her and Elliot are from the same family. They're not both toads, but they are both amphibians, a group of animals that usually has wet skin, and they drink the water through their skin, and they're also cold-blooded. So they share that with reptiles like Fernando the king snake. Their blood temperature changes whether they're in the shade or the sun, but she has a very special skin. Like Elliot, the amphibian, she's also an indicator species. So scientists like to keep a close eye on her because if she gets sick, it can tell scientists that there's pollution or poison within a habitat. And they can take action before it starts to affect other animals in the habitat, like birds or even human beings. And that's just some of the superpowers or the adaptations that Pickles has in order to survive. She's native to Orange County, and you can find her usually by sources of fresh water like ponds and creeks and rivers, and you can find her right here at the ENC. Check out our museum and you can find her enclosure and check her out. The Environmental Nature Center provides a tremendous service for our community. Free, public access to nature, environmental education, and a sanctuary for our community to escape from life's pressures. The ENC depends on income from programs to fund our operations and pay staff. The recent school shutdowns will result in considerable loss of income for the center. Please consider becoming an ENC member or making a donation. Any amount helps. To donate, visit encenter.org. Thank you.